Well, first of all, thank you, Real Sisters. Woo! Because if you got to be real, you got to do it in Brooklyn. All right. Okay. We're getting to that next. Hey, realness has no boundaries. I want to share with you 6 fun facts about Shola Lynch. Number 1, Shola was on Sesame Street. From ages 2 to 6, she was one of the kids, and she is best known for her Muppet and Kid moments. Now, after 6, there was a breakup between her and the posse, but don't be sad. She would later be united with Kermit in a 1989 special. That is fact number 1. There's 5 more to go. Number 2, Shola had an anthem as a child. It was "Free to Be You and Me." Fact number 3, Shola is fast. She is really, really fast. When you get your pocketbook taken, you want to have her with you. She is a nationally ranked track athlete. She broke a national age group record for 1,600 meters when she was 13. At 14, she won the first Girls Mile Invitational at the Millrose Games. She was a national junior champion, a city cross-country champion, a state champion, a high school All-American. At the University of Texas, she was a 2-time team captain and a 1992 All-American in the 800. Number 4. Shola is super smart. Did you know she received a BA with honors from the University of Texas, an MA in American History from the University of California, and has a graduate degree from Columbia University. She also has an MFA, and you know what that means. Do not mess with her. That is the true definition of an MFA. Number 5. Shola is a producer and a director of documentaries. In 2005, her documentary Chisholm 72, Unbought and Unbossed, aired on the PBS POV series. The film won a Peabody Award in 2006. And this year has seen the release of the monumental, epic story of Free Angela and all political prisoners that Shola has labored on for many, many years. Number 6. Shola is a beautiful sister friend. Working with her on the documentary Imagine the Future was a deeply inspiring experience. When you have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to film on the savannas of South Africa, not knowing where the lions and tigers are, she is the best person to stand in the face of all of that. As the New York Times wrote, history is a relay race, one generation handing information off to another. Lynch is running a valuable leg. Shola runs the race. Correction, Shola is winning the race with wit, passion, grace, and a fierce commitment to telling our multi-dimensional stories. Picking up on the concept of greatness that Abiola started us off with, I wanted to share with you a couple words from Dr. King's Drum Major Instinct speech, where he spoke of the new definition of greatness. Dr. King said, "Recognize that he who is greatest among you shall be a servant." That's the new definition of greatness. You only need a heart full of grace, soul generated by love, and you can be that servant. That's the new definition of greatness. Shola Lynch is the living embodiment of that definition. It is a supreme pleasure to meet with her for coffee in the morning in Harlem at Cafe Latte, see her joy with her amazing husband and children, plot on our future collaborations, and most importantly, call her friend. Congratulations, Shola.
I have lots to say. I'm a little undone. Thank you, Lisa. I spend so much time thinking about the present and the future that I rarely take time to take stock. And in 6 short items, Lisa has recounted pretty much my life. and I am undone. I want to say that I have so much gratitude to Real Sisters and to Carolyn, to Lisa for this introduction, because when you embark on an independent project, you're not thinking about this part. You're thinking about what you'd like to create, what you'd like to say, and it's such a solitary journey for so long. Year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4. I finally had a little bit of help, a little bit of money, and then it blossomed from there. And thank you. I know, I didn't wear waterproof eyeliner or mascara, so no more photo ops after this, people. Thank you. So yes, I want to say thank you, and I partially because when I make a film, really the person I'm thinking about is me. Then when I look out into the media landscape, I don't really see me. I'm very honored also to be acknowledged with Issa Rae. I think her series, the title of it alone, Awkward Black Girl, well, we're all awkward because none of us fit into the media idea of who they think we are. So let's embrace the awkwardness, people. Let's embrace the awkwardness. And my way of doing that is to screw perfection. That's boring. To be perfect is really boring. That I always, in everything I do, strive for excellence. And what I mean by that is I make lots of mistakes and I correct them along the way. But the goal is to be excellent in that, not to be perfect. Perfect is, you haven't stretched yourself if you're perfect. And you're probably wearing pink. Oh, I know, I'm sorry. My daughter, she's 4, she's into pink and princesses. And I can't change those things, right? There's certain things we just can't change. So now she is a warrior princess, which by the way is a CEO position. Not only do you wear pink and need to look good, you need to rule over your kingdom. You need to be good with money. And you need to be well-versed in hand-to-hand combat because you must protect everyone as well. So I guess that is the moral of my story, in that sense, that we're going to be underestimated sometimes. People are going to think we're less than. We're not. And so instead of spending a lot of energy trying to yell to the world we're not, I just try and circumvent it. And sometimes I use other people's low expectations of me against them. And that is why I like to tell our stories. It's why I told the story about Shirley Chisholm, the first black woman elected to Congress, and her run for president in 1972. As a black woman, I could see her, I didn't see her when I was young. I thought it was foolish to try and run and if you knew you couldn't win. But when I was older, I could see her. And she was alive. She was interviewed in it, and I told that story. The funny thing is, after that, I was at Sundance, and people are asking me, what are you going to do next? What are you going to do next? And I said, well, the last thing I'm going to do is tell a story about another black woman. Don't want to get pigeonholed, right? As a black woman, telling stories about black women. But then the Angela Davis story called me. It just nagged at me. I couldn't, there were things about her I didn't understand. She scared me in a way. How do you go from being a philosophy professor, graduate student really, to being on the FBI's most wanted list? How does that happen? What are the steps? Like, what's the planning on that? And so that's how Free Angela started. And so I've embraced that. Screw that. If other people can't see this as engaging place for storytelling, and can't see us as engaging, and I do, and you do, well, then we should dwell in that uncontested space and make it excellent. So we've staked our territory. So, with that, I just want to, I am undone. Thank you. I do want to mention, though, I'm really proud that Free Angela has been tapped by mentioned by Hollywood Reporter and IndieWire as in the Oscar contention as a major threat. That I think too often we're a little too modest as well. Not that we want to be arrogant, but we want to claim the space that we inhabit. And you know what? You are excellent. Thank you.